So hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we will talk about things which are not really belong to non-technical people, but I will as me as a person and trying to engross my career in a field of SAP, which is systems, applications and products. Which is widely one of the used application and ERP system in our nation, and all other country-wise also. So nowadays SAP is one of the most preferred and one of the most famous ERP system which is used and which is consumed widely in all sectors, whether it be real estate, whether it be properties, whether it be sales, finance, HR, any system. So we will just have a little about go through, which is also I'm studying currently. So as a beginning in a career, so we will talk about some rough infos, to in a layman language, so that any person can understand who do not or do belong from a SAP program. So let's just begin. So first of all, SAP, which can be defined as systems, applications and products in processing. So what is SAP? A SAP is only the ERP system. It's a general ERP system, which can be operated in a database or a software program. So there are two categories in supposedly SAP which have learned till now. Like there have been two lectures or classes that I have attended till now. So there have been two sectors in which personals work in a SAP, which is first one is end user. So let's talk about end user. So what does the end user do? The end user personnel is someone who belongs from a non-technical background, or doesn't have any knowledge about the software or product lines from the in the current SAP program. He is totally a fresher. He is not familiar with the SAP or what is the ERP system which is used. So for a person like a non-technical background, which I already mentioned, so a SAP for them is like working and processing the day-to-day transactions, like entering day-to-day invoices for a company or a product line. So basically an end user is a person who manages transactions and enters the data into the SAP ERP system itself. The SAP is a matrix of everything which we have. A SAP is interconnected program, and like it involves mapping, linking and lot about to learn about. So what is SAP? First of all, we have to set up a whole of a matrix, or a whole of a we can say a new setup account, like a new setup account I'm using here, it is an example. So like we have to completely set up it. A SAP does not work on itself. We have to completely set up it. So the setup, which involves three stages, supposedly the three stages mainly, which is development, quality and live production. So the end user only works on the already set up SAP system, which categorizes under production system, which is live production, like manages transaction, reporting, a regular day-to-day work. So as a consultant, being a senior experience, who is a consultant? First of all, who is a consultant? The consultant is a person who is who have gained a lot of experience in the field of SAP. So he might be a senior, a manager or TL, or someone who have a lot of experience and manages live projects in the SAP system. So first he analyzes the cases, he finds the alternatives for the SAP system, and then he works on it. So firstly, we will talk about, like I mentioned, there are three stages in SAP: development, quality and production, live production, which is a live system, which is already set up by a company, a third party company for a main company itself. Like we can take an example of Tata Steel. Tata Steel is a sole company which wants a SAP ERP system to be installed in its company. So it handovers a rough data in form of PDF or Excel to the let's say third party company on a delegate basis, like IBM. So IBM, what does IBM does? The IBM company has one of the best consultants to set up SAP for the Tata Steel and enters its data into system. So the data goes, after very much development, we all do errors. The human errors are quite simply acceptable. So for that errors, there is a team, which is also second stage, called quality. So when a developer, like does one or two few mistakes, it goes in a quality where the quality team catches the errors. Like I am belong from a financial background, so I have been like used to it. So I am currently doing a SAP FICO, which prioritize like development quality and its third stage production live cases. So after amending and doing a lot of corrections and working on it again and again, so there is a complete setup form in a form of production live production. So when it goes on air, the company finally hands over the projects to the Tata Steel. Now Tata Steel has got the already set up system for SAP system, we can say SAP ERP system, for it to operate its day-to-day daily activities like transaction management, reporting, daily activities like processing invoices, entering invoices number, entering my country code, or entering my locality business area, or generating a new business area, consolidate a business area. So that is it. So it is what it is. And secondly, like I have mentioned, so there are these three stages. So consultant is like a last stage and a final stage for a SAP initiative. When you begin in a SAP career, you usually enter as an end user. So you will not have this access of any T codes, etc. You will work on day-to-day daily activities. Which is quite fine. But then this you gain experience a lot. I can say 12 years, 15 years experience. You will work on projects. You will handle queries of the team. You will encounter self query. You will encounter self doubts. Then this experience sums up and contributes in a lump sum to give you the position of SAP consultant. Now, what does the SAP consultant do? He is a consultant. So he, along with setting up the SAP ERP system for the company and handling live projects, also solves the query of the team, being this experience. So there is a one-on-one advantage. There is a senior level, which is a SAP consultant. So yeah, this is the stages I have learned till now. So also I have been I'm also a non-technical personnel switching in a SAP program and trying to make a career. But yeah, this is till now what I've learned. So let's be in a touch, and like we on this channel we will learn more about the things I have get to. So basically the people like who have been thinking that SAP only operates on T codes. T codes is just pawn of a it's just a pawn, like it's just one of the thing in one of the category in SAP. There is lot more metrics to learn about in SAP. SAP is almost we say a SAP, but just if you categorize the SAP, it has more than 55 plus types of SAPs. Like continuing from real estate, property, sales, finance, HR, and whatnot. So SAP has a wide-made career, and nowadays every company, not even a MNC, every company like warehouse, Tata Steel, whichever it be, even government, some of the government good companies like they also use SAP. Nowadays. Every day-to-day daily transaction and etc. is done on a SAP system. So it is very wide. If you have not really sure about what is SAP, and if you think that there is no career in a SAP and everything will get automated, you are not so right, because SAP can't be automated. You need to set up a proper SAP system. Then you have to manually enter the data in it. So which cannot be certainly automated anywhere right now. So this is my thing to you. We will catch up soon. So goodbye till then. Yeah, thank you for watching, and please like.